everyone, welcome to Goddess Gardens at Christmas. I don't do a lot in decorations, I just have the tree and a couple of other things dotted about, which you actually can't see, but there you go. So today I'd like to talk about something that happened when the kids were at primary school, and it was a woman who I sort of knew. We had a mutual friend, and the time between Christmas and New Year, you know, that like bit of a time where, a bit of a limbo time where people in retail have gone back to work and people who don't work in retail are like trying to find stuff to do. So there's usually house parties on and stuff like that. And this woman, I'm not going to name, was obviously going to a house party on the next street. And I can't remember, it must have been a Friday night or something. Anyway, doesn't matter what night it was. And at 3 o'clock in the morning, she was banging on my door, demanding to pick her kids up. Kids that aren't friends with my kids, so I wouldn't have them over no matter what, because me and the woman weren't friends. So I sort of tried to explain to her through the glass door that her kids weren't here. I don't know where they are, but her kids weren't here. She was adamant that they were there, so she attempted to break in. She's trying to smash the glass to get in. So by this time the noise was like, she was screaming, she was shouting, she was obviously off her head. So I was phoning the police, and whilst I was phoning the police, next door ran out, bless him, with a baseball bat. And the kids got up, my kids got up, and they were, you know, sort of like distraught and wondered what the hell was going on, like same as I did. Anyway, the police came and they put in the back of the van. But because she was so adamant that her kids were in my house, they had to search it from top to bottom. They said, we've got to, she's adamant. Of course, they weren't there. So the next day I was in work, and our mutual friend that me and this woman had phoned me at work and said they've released her, obviously, and she wants to apologise. So I said, does she know what she's apologising for? She said, well, no, she can't remember. I said, I can't accept it then. If she's only saying it, you know, because it's expected, I can't accept it. So I said, so tell her I'll be around at her house later to explain why she's apologising. So I did. When I finished work, I went round to her house, and we had a chat, and I just said, can you remember? No, I can't remember what happened. I think you can, but because you know you're an idiot, you're not going to say. So I said, well, I can't accept your apology. And I was getting a bit upset and a bit irate myself, so I was raising my voice a bit. So she turned around and said, do you think you can keep your voice in because of the kids? Oh, right. The irony, because of the kids. You mean like when you were screaming and shouting and trying to break the glass, breaking into my house last night, my kids were asleep in bed. You know, I know where you're coming from, but don't tell me to shut up in front of your kids when all this was going on. So I've had a cold all weekend. I've been absolutely, not dying, but I should have been at Blackpool with the girls, but I couldn't go. So that was that. So I wouldn't accept her apology, and we didn't actually speak after that, which was perfectly fine by me. So what else has happened this week? We've had Colleen Nolan, bless her, on Flirty Dancing. And she's met this guy who was absolutely lovely. And they've been on a couple of dates. But I read this thing that she'd wrote saying like, because she's single, when older people become single, they don't realise how different it is than when you were younger. She is sort of complaining that she gets pictures and messages from very young guys, which you do when you're an older woman. That's what happens. That's what happens. So, but she thinks they're out to, they're after a money or fame. And I thought, no, they're not. They're not, Colleen. It's just a thing that they do for older women. It's not, they don't want a relationship with you. It's just, it's going to be what it is. But they're not after fame or money. But like I say, if you just come into older dating, you don't really know what's going on. So when I get messages and pictures like this, I just take it for what it is, and I just think, oh, for God's sake, you know, I'm flattered, thanks, but no thanks. So hopefully she'll be with this guy who she met on Flirty Dancing, and that'll be it. And in the meantime, I'm back in work today. Got tomorrow off and Christmas Day, but back in Boxing Day when the sales start. And I've worked in retail a long, long time, and it comes to a point where you're all Christmased out before Christmas Day. absolutely no Christmas spirit. I'm sorry, but I haven't, because you're just sick of the sight of it by then. You're sick of hearing all the complaints. You're just sick of everything. So by the time Christmas comes, it's like, oh, whatever. But I'm hoping that all you people who are watching this have a lovely, lovely time. And I'll see you soon.